People who were given money to not date someone, what was wrong with them? I nearly punched my girlfriend's dad in the face because he asked if my family needed help getting their papers. I met my girlfriend in college and it didn't take long to find out her family had blood money. She was hesitant for me to meet her parents, but I was serious about her, so I insisted. When I met her dad, however, I realized I should have listened to her. They're white and I'm Mexican, so her dad always made racist comments about Mexicans whenever I was around. He'd ask me if I crossed the country to get to the US, say that I was stealing the jobs from hard-working Americans, and if there was ever alcohol involved, he'd yell, "No ice for this guy," while pointing at me. I tolerated it for the longest time because I knew his daughter was worth the trouble. That was until I found out she was hiding something from me. One day, when I was visiting their family, I heard her father arguing with her mother loudly about how he refuses to allow his daughter to marry some poor illegal and have all of her inheritance stolen. I'm not even illegal, I was born here. I thought that was weird, so I brought it up to my girlfriend and she told me how she had a massive trust fund that she could only touch when she got married. While I'm not rich by any means, I make enough to support her and don't really need to take her money. I ignored it for a while and just continued to date her because I didn't care about what her father said. A few months later, I received a call from Stacy's father asking me to come visit him at his office. Once I got there, I was really intimidated by all the bodyguards and security, so I was pretty nervous when he finally called me in. I thought this was a meeting to set up his daughter's next birthday party, but what he said shocked me. The first thing he said to me wasn't a hello, but rather, "I don't want you dating my little girl because you're a dirty immigrant." I was taken aback and went silent while he just continued, "I don't care what you think, you are nowhere near close to the standard that I'm looking for in a son-in-law. I'm sure you're just looking for a quick green card and some easy money. But I also understand that you're not just going to back off if I tell you to. So how about this? $10,000 is a lot of money for someone like you, and I'm giving you twice as much. Break it off with my daughter and never talk to her again." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. This guy really pulled out a bag of cash just to bribe me into breaking up with my girlfriend. I found it really offensive and rude that he thought he could buy me like this, but I kept my mouth shut. I truly loved Stacy and wanted to spend my life with her, but I also knew it would be impossible to marry her without her father's blessing. So I wanted to impress him and show him that he was wrong about me. And his lack of respect for me had given me a brilliant idea. I left with the money and immediately called Stacy. I told her to trust me and that I'm not breaking up with her, but we need to go no contact for a few months. I said I will explain everything one day and asked her to wait for me, because I really loved her. She was suspicious of me and almost panicked, thinking that I was going to harm myself. But thankfully, after a bit of reassurance, she agreed to my proposal. From there on, I got to work. I downloaded an investing app to help me turn these $20,000 into more money. For months, I grinded the free lessons and earned in-game coins to buy stocks by competing in tournaments with other people about our investing knowledge. I even invited 5 of my friends to earn an extra $999 so that I could use it to buy more stocks and build up my money. To make things simpler for myself, I started auto-investing like top investors such as Nancy Pelosi and Warren Buffett, and I used all their stock charts to know what stocks were going to do well in the